I am convinced that I can only write about things when they've hurt me or they mean something to me, which is exactly why I didn't want to write about you. Because then I would have to accept that you hurt me, and for some reason, you still mean something to me. And I didn't want. And the last thing that I wanted was to reduce you to just another sad poem that I wrote. I did not want the only reflection of you to be words trapped on a page. I wanted to preserve the positives that I have of you in my memories, so that maybe I would not come to hate you for what you did to me. Another reason I didn't want to write about you is because then I would have to acknowledge that you have impacted me more than anything else I've ever experienced. And now I can't even deny how I feel, because these feelings are not just in my head anymore. They've transferred to my heart, onto my tongue, and now they're coming out of my lips, so they're real. And the realization that you left me is real. You left me. Like everyone else, you left. And you promised me that you wouldn't, and you said that I was worth your time and the distance that was between us and your love, and you left. And you're not even the first person to break my heart, so I should be used to this pain, and it shouldn't hurt this badly, but it does, because you warped my mind and my reality more than anything that I've ever experienced. This was different. You were supposed to be different. We were supposed to be different. I was supposed to be done with niggas reneging on their promises and responsibilities. I opened up to you. And I told you things that I don't usually tell other people. I told you about my dad and how he left me, and how that made me feel like I wasn't worthy of love. And I told you how he was inconsistently present, and he tried to exchange his presence for presence, but that my love language is quality time. I told you that I hadn't spent enough quality time with him before he tried to come back into my life and act like he had been there the whole time, and how it was unfair of him to demand respect and obedience from me, and when I gave him opposition, to play the "I'm your father, honor your mother and father" card, when he hadn't even been playing that role in my life. And then he had the audacity to form his lips to say negative things about my mother and how she was raising me, when he hadn't even been there to provide an alternative. My mother always said that beggars can't be choosers, and I say that absent fathers don't get to demand results from a child that they did not even put into. I told you how my relationship with him not only affected me, but how I see the world, how I see men, how I see God. Unreliable and distant, demanding and evasive, irresponsible and invisible. I told you that the reason that I tried to hold on to things so hard is because I am terrified that if I let them go, that they will leave me, and then they won't come back. And I will be left to drown in the thoughts of my own inadequacy. And even after I told you all of these things, and you told me that you were not going to be like him, and that you were going to fight for me, that you were going to fight for us and our relationship, you left. And even though it hurt, I understand. Because I stumbled into your life unexpectedly, and you actually found me before you had had a chance to find yourself. And so you were not mature enough to multitask our development together with our development as individuals with our development together. So you made the hard decision to leave so that you could work on you to be better. For you, for me, for us. And I know that when you're finished and you're ready, you're going to come back to me and we're going to try this thing again, but we're going to work this time. Or at least that is what I have been telling myself. To justify why I am still sinning in the same place that I was when you left.